Hey, Mike here from M Squared Enjoying the Now. Today I'm coming to you from our shower. Hey, calm down ladies, it's nothing like that. What I'm going to do today is a little shower maintenance. Started looking it over, been on the road a couple years, and I noticed some things happening to the shower, so I'm going to correct those. A few other modifications what the manufacturer didn't do. Let's get started. So what I had noticed, we got 3 glass panels here, and you can see the little weep holes in there, and a little closer, and they're not all the way down to the bottom of the channel, so water is just sitting in there constantly. You can see the water, and when that happens, of course you're going to get a bunch of crap built up in there. It's not good. So I'm going to take my little Dremel tool and flatten those out so they're even with the bottom, so the water will drain a little bit more. And when they assembled this, they didn't use the correct caulking techniques. See this one here, they just kind of goop it on, everything, garbage gets collected in there. And they didn't finish the end up, they didn't caulk the end very well. So underneath this, if I press on it, you won't be able to see it, but water will come through there, because there's a ton of water sitting underneath this channel. So I'm going to correct that, get it sealed properly. And because I'm taking the 3 panels out, it'll give me a chance to scrub these really good. And so the manufacturer, when they do these panels, and I've seen some other videos, and what people were doing was taking these side channels off and then lifting, uncaulking, and then lifting this whole thing up with the doors, and that didn't look like a very good idea to me. So up inside here, I don't know how good you'll be able to see it. So up inside here, that's what holds the doors to each other. Standard house doors, you can just pick them up and it'll take them right off the rail. But here they got these clips that keep each door from disconnecting from each other. And it's virtually impossible to get your fingers in there to pull the clips out. So on my 3D printer, made this nifty little tool here. And what I do is I reach up inside there, pull the top clip down, it'll release, flip it over, then I'll press the bottom one in, release the clip, and that way I can separate the doors and take them out individually and then get them all cleaned up. So what I did first is I took the handles off. Right here. So these go right here to keep them from separating. So I just took that one off, and then there's one on the other side. So what I'll do now, I'm going to have to put the camera down, release the clips, and take the doors out. Okay, I'm back. Got everything done, got everything cleaned up. Got the doors cleaned up, the channel repaired. Well, not repaired, but modified. Works a lot better now. It's going to be a lot less disgusting when we go to clean it. Like I told you, I took my Dremel tool and cut the channels out because they were sitting too high and it wasn't allowing the water to drain off out of the channel. There's still a little bit sits in there, but that's more of a surface tension thing and easy to wipe down. I did have to remove both side channels because the bottom screws, for some reason they didn't put stainless in here, and they were corroding and they weren't sealed. So I went ahead and took both side channels off, inspected the screws, and there was some, I don't know if it was mold, fungus, or whatever growing behind it. Very little, not a big deal. But the bottom channel was another story. It was almost completely black underneath. And all I did was I took my nifty removal tool, and I already showed you what I was going to do. So took out both clips on either end of the middle door, or on the outside panels there's those two clips, and that allows you to take out the center panel. The other two I couldn't remove because the bogey wheel that sits up there that holds them running in place, usually on a standard shower door you can just swing it and it'll come out. So you lift, swing, and it'll come out. These don't do that because the wheel is the same size as the channel, the L channel it's sitting in, so it would not come out. So I just left them there. I moved them around, make sure they wouldn't fall when I was doing other work. And they didn't, they were fine. A lot easier to clean to get. Instead of having this little gap you got to clean in between, now I had all the space in the world. So what I did, like I said, I took off the two side channels, left and right, very easy to do. And then the bottom channel, 3 screws, it just slides out and down. Cleaned out underneath there, did my Dremel repairs, cleaned it really good, put it back down and caulked everything up. And what I noticed is they did not caulk on the inside of the channels where all the water is coming from. They only caulked on the outside of the channels. Don't know why they do that. It doesn't make much sense to me. I do a lot of plumbing and shower installs, so I don't know. So when I reinstalled everything, I caulked everything on the inside and the outside. That's about it. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It's on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest. It was probably a 3 for me. I'm not sure if you'd want to tackle it, but for all in all, it wasn't too bad. And it allowed me to clean everything, the bottom channels. Oh, and another thing, when I took off the center channel, took the center channel out, there's also 2 bogey wheels on either end that's held in by a stainless steel screw. And both of those were about ready to come out. And if they came out during use, there's no way to get it back in unless you pull the channel, that center channel out. That's the only way to do it. And remove those 2 clips, take that center panel out and reinstall those. So I put a little Loctite on those screws, put them back in, so hopefully they'll last the remainder of the time. And also what I did to clean the channel out, of course I took it out, took it to the kitchen sink, scrubbed it down, got all that gunk out of there, took it outside, did my Dremel work, and from now on I make these handy little tools to clean up the channel. Now this is for a 3-channel shower door, and print this on my 3D printer, cut this out on my laser. It's commercial grade high absorbent material, sort of like a dishcloth. And this just slides in there like that, and you just run it in the channel. Cleans all that gook out of there real easy. And I just got a little hook up here, just hang it up there. Real easy to wash, everything comes out real quick, and you can even throw this in the washing machine if you wanted to. And I do sell these on Etsy. 3D Gadgets. Look at 3D Gadgets and I'll sell these. And if you have like a 2-channel or something like that, I can modify this and sell you some other ones. So a recap. Remember I had to take the door handles off on either end, because if you don't take these off you can't bypass the doors to get them cleaned up. Took those up real simple, 1 little set screw, they come right off. I took my little clip remover tool, took off the 2 clips, took off the side channels, loosened the bottom channel, slid the bottom channel out, slid out the middle channel, got it all cleaned up, tightened up the bogey wheels, 1 on either side, got the doors cleaned, the channel repaired or modified, everything reinstalled, put the channels back in, bottom channel back in. Easy to do. That also gave me access to everything inside and outside the doors. Real easy to do. Didn't have, there's not a lot of room in these showers, but made it that much easier. And I think that's about it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Give us hit that like button. And if you need to know anything else about little shower repair, just let me know. Later.